Hey, reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League.
Welcome everybody to Watkins Glen International Raceway. My name's Josh Hall. We're here with the Original Rebels Racing League Outlaw Truck Series here at Watkins Glen, New York. And one of my favorite tracks here on the schedule. And have to watch these guys turn left and right tonight. It's going to be a challenge for them as you see these trucks coming up through the S's right here. One of the most challenging parts of the track. So we'll be watching these guys take on this track all night long. Apologize, I did not have the standings directly up on the screen just yet. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on Intensity Broadcasting. Let's see if I can do this a little different way here tonight. Well, let's take a look at our points coming into tonight. Steve Loving is your points leader over Andy Kurtz. Then Adam Lang, Michael Kosick, Daniel Stewart, Eric Burkhalter, Fry Hubbard, Logan Monteith, Brandon Pollock, and Travis Bieber make up your top 10. Take a look at the top 21 on the screen. You can see where your favorite driver is here. As we got about 18 minutes left here in practice, we see Adam Lang up at the top of the board. Take a look at Jonah Colbert coming down the backstretch into the bus stop. Coming down what we call the short chute here. As qualifying is now going to be underway. So these drivers, you have a lot of runoff room. If you've watched a race at Watkins Glen before, you may notice that this does have the rescan of the track. We see the Adam Lang coming out onto the track now. So this has the most up-to-date scan of the track. So this is exactly like what you would see if you're watching a race at Watkins Glen today. I actually had the pleasure of going up to Watkins Glen this year. So that was an experience like none other. And if you've never been to Watkins Glen, I recommend it because it is an absolute blast as we see Adam Lang really jumping those curbs there through the bus stop and into the carousel. Here I'm working that throttle pretty good, trying to do what he can. Doesn't use a lot of the curbing there. I know a lot of guys like to run off of the carousel there as they come down the short chute, turns 10 and 11. And I'm sure somebody's going to ask me, hey, Josh, why do you call those turns 10 and 11 when they only use 7 turns here? But it's just what those turns are called. That's if you were to run the boot, there's an extra 4 turns in the boot that you don't get by running this configuration. So, but up on the turns there, if you're sitting outside, we actually watched a race from outside turn 11. The ARCA race, and yeah, that's just what it's called. It's turn 11. So we come back up to the bus stop, called the Inner Loop, the bus stop. A couple different names for it, but a tough chicane to navigate. These guys will be hitting that at high speeds, and you'll see that tonight. Works his way off the carousel. Now he's going to use that extra room out there, and you can use that room. Yeah, it's not considered an off track anymore. The only 2 places where you can really go off track, in a sense, is right here coming off of turn number 10, where there used to be a bunch of grass and a gravel pit. Now it's all paved. And down the hill towards turn number 1 as Adam Lang comes off of turn number 11 down the front stretch into the hill. And he's going to currently be on pole as he is the first. That is just his first lap. I forgot these guys do have 2 laps here. A 1:14 flat for Adam Lang. So that's a blazing fast lap here in these trucks. And we'll see Lang does have his work cut out for him, though, as Tyler Barnett and Michael Kosick also in the 1:14s, along with Andy Kurtz just dropped the 1:14 as well. This is one of my favorite parts of the track right here, the carousel. It's downhill. It's very sweeping. It gives you an opportunity to really make a good run. You can actually make passes on the outside there. As Adam makes his way down turn 10. Ooh, catches a little bit too much grass there, but stays on track. Down to turn 11. Sweeping this right off to the wall to try to get as much speed. He was pretty sideways there, so he didn't get off to the wall the way he wanted to, and he's going to keep his first time. His second time was 14.08, so pretty close between his 2 laps. See who else is out on track right now. Daniel Stewart. Just coming to the stripe here to get his first of 2 laps. And I'll walk you around here as we ride along on the roof here with Daniel. As you come down this front stretch and then a tough hill down into turn number 1, the first right-hander. It looks like Daniel kind of blew it there. He's going to finish his run right there. Let's run along here with Chris McLean, who runs way off track off of turn 1, so that is going to be considered an off track for him, and this lap is not going to count. You come up through the S's, you hear the throttle control from McLean. And you got this long back stretch and a great passing opportunity, trying to outbrake people here into the bus stop. Oh, he loses it through the bus stop. Able to hold on to it as he makes his way through the carousel. Down the short chute where the boot comes back to the track and into turn number 10. Nice and easy through turn 10. And then your final right-hander turn 11. And that is a lap of Watkins Glen Speedway. So Todd Schott here coming down to the bus stop. And he's on his out lap right now, so he is not on a timed lap, just getting that truck up to speed. Don't forget, we are just a couple weeks away from the start of the playoffs. Next week, we'll be taking on the tricky track of Darlington, followed by Gateway before the playoffs start. So, a little bit of a wild card race here at Watkins Glen. And Logan Monteith up to the top of the board. So Monteith showing his skills of not just being a dirt guy, being a bit of a road course guy. He's the first first truck to break down into the 13-second bracket. Other thing these guys are doing that they're not used to doing, driving on ovals, is a bit of shifting. Some of the parts of this track you are going to drop all the way down to second gear. Some guys like to drop down the first gear. Come down here to turn number 1, heavy on the brakes, down to second gear. That hard 90-degree right-hander. Hear him shift up the third gear just as he approaches the S's, as he goes up through the S's. Usually you hit fourth gear here as you're hitting the top of the hill. You hear him shift right there into fourth. And then on this long back stretch up to 160, 170 miles an hour. Heavy on the brakes, down to second gear for the inner loop. Use a little bit of throttle control here. You're going to hit third gear as you come off the corner and hit this, oh, big wiggle right here. You hit about third gear. Up the fourth gear. And then you're going to drop down the third gear for this left-hander. And some people like to drop down to second gear to get a good run off of the corner. He's going to stay in third gear off of turn number 11. And across the line. So we have about 30 seconds left in qualifying. See if anybody else is out on track. No, Todd Schott will be the last truck here to make a qualifying attempt. And we want to thank everybody who makes this Outlaw Truck Series possible. Hardline Transport Solutions, the main sponsor of the league, in memory of Matthew Mann. Also supporting sponsors of Dang Lang Racing Designs, Smeal Racing Designs, Shibu New Crypto, Peg Leg Felts, P&J Motorsports, Evil Empire Sim Sport, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Smeal Racing Designs, BK Motorsports, and Silbuski Window Tinting. As we get ready for the starting grid, brought to you by BK Motorsports. And your peg leg pole winner tonight will belong to Logan Monteith with Adam Lang starting in the second position. Rolling off P number 3 is the 84 of Tyler Barnett and the 3 of Michael Kosick. Eddie Smith, he'll be rolling off in 5th with Fry Hubbard in that 6th position. 7th, we'll find last year's champion Andy Kurtz and Steve Loving rolling off from the 8th position. 9th, Chris McLean in the 05 with Travis Bieber in the 114, rolling off in position number 10. 11th, we'll find the 09 of Daniel Stewart and Todd Schott in the 70, rolling off in 12. Row 7 will be Matt Kleeman and the 999 of Brandon Wallace. Brandon Wallace is doing double duty here tonight just to get some extra seat time on this tough road course. Eric Burkhalter in the 71. He'll be rolling off 15th with Mike Bertosa Jr. in the 16th position. The 808 of Brett Bieber will be rolling off 17th with Jonah Colbert way back in the 18th position. 19th will be Greg Froelich with Gary Wright rolling off in 20th. Brandon Pollock in the 1. He'll be rolling off 21st with Michael Swink rolling off in the 22nd position. Jonathan Cofield, he'll be rolling off 23rd with Ryan Derrick in 24th. Steve McDonald 25th. Ryan Huff 26th. And Tyler DeTalent rounding out the rest of the field here at Watkins Glen as the trucks start rolling for their long pace lap around this track. And again, Logan Monteith is going to lead them. And you'll notice a few different things about this track. Not just is it a road course, we're going to be turning left and right here tonight. Not just is there a lot of elevation changes, but turn 1 is a right-hander, so the leader will start on the right side. Also, you'll notice that the pit stops will be backwards as well. These trucks will be going into pit road, and the pit road will be on the right side for them, so that'll be a little different challenge for these drivers as well. So look for a couple drivers maybe having some issues with pit stops here tonight as well. Monteith leads them up through the bus stop here, and it's most calm. We're going to see these drivers all night long tonight. Watch out, I'm sure we'll have some excitement in the first turn here tonight. Now, full course cautions will be off tonight, so we will not be seeing the cows with the Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. We want to thank Kinder Farm and Ranch for being the sponsor of the Wreckage Rewind all season long, and of course, you know the cows here, part of Kinder Farm and Ranch, so we appreciate them coming on and sponsoring our Wreckage Rewind all season long. But here we go, we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Pace truck's getting ready to take that hard right-hand turn on the pit road. And Monteith will lead them down to the starting zone. Green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Watkins Glen, and already side by side as they make their way down to turn number 1. And Adam Lang with the advantage up on the high side. And Monteith is going to slide back into the second position as they make their way through turns 1 and 2 for the first time and up through the S's. And for the S's, you really want to make sure that you're single file. We see some side-by-side racing here. Andy Kurtz getting passed by Steve Loving as they make their way up through the S's. And oh, one truck getting really loose. That's that's Fry Hubbard in front as they make their way down to the bus stop for the first time. It looks like everybody's going to get clean through the bus stop. And off of the carousel, Monteith. Oh, big wiggle out of Tyler Barnett from behind. See Barnett able to get that thing wound up. And Adam Lang is going to lead the first lap here in the outlaw race at Watkins Glen. Back down a little further back, we've got Andy Kurtz trying to outbrake Steve Loving down into turn 1. They are side by side. They're going to have to figure it out here. Ooh, big wiggle again out of Fry Hubbard in front as they get back single file to make their way up through the S's. Again, side by side through the S's is not where you want to be, as we see Cofield making his way around Burkhalter as the field makes their way back down towards the bus stop. We do have some great views here of the track as you see the trucks now coming through the carousel. Such a unique track, and it's a great track to visit. Again, if you've never been to Watkins Glen, is a track I would highly recommend visiting. The party atmosphere is equal to that of Talladega, so it's definitely something that if you've never had a chance to check out, I would, as you see the trucks making their way down into turn number 1. We got one truck coming off pit road. Ooh, we see Travis Bieber getting a little challenge here from Chris McLean. Oh, big wreck here as we see the 53. Jonathan Cofield turned around in front of the field, and see if we can see what happened to Cofield here. Looks like he might have just got onto the throttle a little too hard, and yeah, catches the outside barrier, and ooh, one driver coming off of pit road. That made things really wild there for the drivers as we got more battles and more wildness happening on track right here. Looking at the 37 of Tyler DeTalent, who started dead last. It's slowly working his way through the field here. Oh, issues for Steve McDonald around in the bus stop. Let's see if we can see what happened to McDonald here. And looks like he was running all by himself at the time. Maybe just caught a little bit too much curb, and yeah, looks like he just had an issue catching too much curb and sliding it around. And oh, we got more issues. This is Gary Wright having some issues right in front of Tyler DeTalent. Ooh, catches the grass under braking. Loops it around right between 11 and 12, and DeTalent, oh! DeTalent went up and over on his roof. Able to get it straightened out, but man, what a wild ride for the 37 machine. As he just came off the corner with nowhere to go and goes over 1, 2, 3, quite a few times there. So a tough break for DeTalent, who is making his way through the field. Now finds himself on pit road trying to get some repairs done. One driver who's really moved himself up through the field so far is the 16 of Ryan Derrick, up 8 positions, up into the 16th position so far, as he's following the 99 of Brandon Wallace right in front of him. And Wallace runs off track just a little bit there. As Monteith has now slid back into the 3rd position, as Tyler Barnett was able to get around him, and now Kosick trying to get around that 91 of Monteith as well. Eric Burkhalter just got passed by the 808 of Travis Bieber. So move Bieber up into the 13th position. Looks like Jonah Colbert trying to make a move here around the 18 of Michael Swink as they make their way into the bus stop. Now Colbert's going to set his sights on Brandon Wallace. Right in front, Andy Kurtz. Oh, that's Chris McLean behind, going way off track. And oh, Travis Bieber goes around. Little contact there as Bieber tries to back it up and get that thing going straight again in front of traffic. And oh, right in front of traffic. See Brandon Wallace taking an evasive maneuver. Let's see if we can see what happened to Travis Bieber here. Looks like he had a little bit of wheel hop. Oh, little contact there from Daniel Stewart. Not enough to really stop the progress of either truck. So you see Bieber back on it. And when I say wheel hop, what that means, for those who don't know, is when you downshift, sometimes you don't have the transmission and the rear end matched up with the engine, and it can actually cause a little drivetrain wobble, and you'll actually hear the wheels hopping as the drivetrain is the wheels are actually bouncing like basketballs across the track. Mike Pertosa Jr. having some issues here down into turn number 1. Looks like he might have just got on the gas a little too hard. So let's go back to the Travis Bieber crash, and let's see if we can hear the wheel hop here. hear when he downshifted, the rear end just came around on him. And tough break for Bieber, who's having such a great run. See Tyler Barnett trying to run Adam Lang back down. Adam Lang is currently almost 3 seconds ahead. We see Monteith back here working hard to try to get up to the front as well. Jonah Colbert trying to outbrake Eric Burkhalter down into the bus stop. Burkhalter, though, able to bravely cut across the nose of the 34 machine. Now, you see a great run for Colbert off of the bus stop, and he's going to take that position away. So move Jonah up into the 13th position. And we see just behind this, Travis Bieber with a little bit of damage to the right side of that truck. Trying to get himself back up towards the front. Eric Burkhalter was just trying to get around, back around Jonah Colbert, but was not able to do so. A lot of excitement on this tricky road course here in New York. Ryan Huff now. Matt Kleeman going at it side by side through turn number 1. And, more issues for Tyler DeTalent. Let's see what happened to the 37 this time. Way off the track through turn number 1. Oh, jumps the curbing right into the S's, and might end the day for the 37. So a tough break for him as gaggle of cars making their way down to the bus stop, led by the 71 of Eric Burkhalter. It's a battle back here. Travis Bieber all over the back bumper of Michael Swink here. This is some of the best racing on the track at the moment. Not a true pump up the intensity, but a good idea. Let's listen to these trucks at full song. Ryan Derrick just spun around there, coming between turns 1 and 2. Able to get back at going. Travis Bieber's slowly catching the 71 of Eric Burkhalter. Let's see if he's able to make the break, outbreak him here into the bus stop. Oh! Hard contact. That looked like the Ryan Huff machine having some issues there. Yeah, that was the 73 Ryan Huff. A couple drivers having some issues While we're taking a look at that, we saw Gary Wright have some issues. Let's see what happened to Gary here. The 11 making his way through the bus stop, just runs off track and almost makes contact with the leaders. Does make contact with Michael Kosick. Oh, tough break for Kosick, who was right there in the lead pack. Gary Wright is currently a lap down, so Kosick, hard contact. Then we saw Ryan Derrick having some issues here into turn number 1. We've seen a couple times tonight, just got on the gas a little too hard and looped it around. And then Ryan Huff having some issues here into the bus stop as well. I don't know if he locked it up and it just turned a little too hard to the right. Let's ride along here, see if we can see. Oh yeah, you can see he had the wheels locked up there and the truck was turning hard in the wrong direction. So a tough break. So we see Jonah Colbert making an aggressive move on Brett Bieber here down into turn number 10. So move Colbert up another position. He's currently up into the 10th position. Mike Bertosa Jr. looped it through turns 1 and 2. And we got a battle here as Burkhalter and Michael Swink and Brandon Wallace all battling back here as well. This is back 14th, 15th, and 16th. Up front, Tyler Barnett starting to run down Adam Lang out in front. And Logan Monteith is falling back to 3rd. Tyler in the YouTube chat asks how I'm doing. I'm doing well. It's been a great race so far here at Watkins Glen. We're completing lap number 13, halfway through that lap of 40 laps. No cautions. As the cautions are turned off, we will have local cautions only if, as we've seen a couple trucks having some issues early in the running here. But Tyler Barnett is running down Adam Lang, and Adam's lead is now just under a second and a half. So it was almost a 3-second lead not too long ago has evaporated down into a second and a half lead as Adam Lang is working with some lap traffic here, getting around the 68 of Steve McDonald. And McDonald loops it right in front of the leaders. And that's going to allow Monteith to get right on the back bumper of Barnett as they make their way down into turn number 1. So very fortunate for everybody involved to get through that without incident. As we see Travis Bieber now running down the 06 of Daniel Stewart. Stewart got a little damage earlier when Bieber spun right in front of him. Oh, as Daniel Stewart, I believe, just ran off track. Yeah, he fell way back. So you can see the damage on the left front of that 09 machine. It matches the damage to the 114 on the rear. As this battle for second place is starting to heat up. Couple great battles all over the track. Currently, we see this battle shaping up. See Eric Burkhalter, oh, losing it right in front of Daniel Stewart. Got around Daniel Stewart. Stewart hits pit road. See Eric Burkhalter trying to loop it back around. See if he comes to pit road this time, he will as well. So a tough break for both those drivers. So a couple drivers hitting pit road. Daniel Stewart, Eric Burkhalter, the first two drivers to make their way down onto pit road. Ooh, issues behind. We saw the 15 of Greg Froelich make some contact there. We see what happened here to Froelich as they were side by side down the front stretch. Oh, almost runs into the back of Kosick. I think he did make some contact with the back of Kosick and able to get back going again, but it does have a little bit of damage to the left front of that machine. Right now, Adam Lang stretches the league out again as he's up to 2.5 seconds over Tyler Barnett. Oh, we've got a break in the action. Don't forget about the home of the original Rebels Racing League. You can check it out at the link below. It is ORRLeague.com for all standings, stats, and news for the original Rebels Racing League. And while we're talking about .coms, don't forget about IntensityBroadcasting.com, where you can find hats, t-shirts, stickers, coffee mugs, what have you. As well as a couple collections from our leagues, such as the original Rebels Racing League, SCSRA, Thunderstruck, Mayhem Modifieds, and Extreme Forces. And don't forget that the winner of every series broadcast here on Intensity Broadcasting will also get a piece of swag courtesy of Intensity Broadcasting. Adam Lang is approaching some more lap traffic up in front of him. I believe that's Ryan Derrick. Yeah, that's Ryan Derrick and Brendan Pollock. And Pollock just got off track. Now he's going to... Oh, no, he's going to stay on track. I thought he was going to peel off on the pit road there, but he's going to stay on track. Tuck in behind Adam Lang. Adam Lang working around the 88 of Ryan Derrick, putting him a lap down, and he's going to be approaching Matt Kleeman next. Trying to put Kleeman a lap down. See Bertosa Jr. just having some issues running off track, and I think he's done some damage to that truck because he was not able to get that thing to turn, and almost collected. I believe that's Ryan Huff. Yeah, that's Ryan Huff. He almost collected there as he made contact with the outside wall, and that 43 machine is not turning at all. Looks like either he's got suspension damage or he might have a flat tire because that truck just does not want to turn in either direction. Right along with him, and you can hear just how gingerly he has to be on the throttle because that truck just does not want to turn for him. telling me he might have a flat tire, and in the worst place to have one. We'll take a look here and see how he's able to navigate the bus stop, if he's able to get the truck to turn. Yeah, now the truck is turning for him, but not like he wants it to. And we got more trucks on pit road. Fry Hubbard, Andy Kurtz, Steve Loving, Jonah Colbert, and Steve McDonald all on pit road. See if Adam Lang comes down to pit road this time. Oh, he's going to stay out. Tyler Barnett also chooses to stay out. Eddie Smith now moves himself up into the third position. And Eddie Smith is going to tuck down onto pit road. As Monteith, having some issues, has fallen back into the fifth position. And well, that's why we saw Logan Monteith on pit road. So that is why he's back in fifth position. Currently about 45 seconds behind Adam Lang. Eddie Smith is still getting his service done on pit road. Adam Lang now has a almost 4-second lead over Tyler Barnett in second. And Adam's been doing a good job getting through this lap traffic, catching lap traffic at all the right times. Now Adam Lang's going to peel off on the pit road. Tyler Barnett is also going to peel off on the pit road. And that's going to give the lead over to Chris McLean if he stays out another lap. See what McLean does here. McLean is going to take over the lead. So he's going to stay out at least one more lap here. And I think the biggest winner is going to be Logan Monteith, as he goes on by. He's going to get by Adam Lang here. Look how close it's going to be. Monteith now within striking distance of Adam Lang, and Tyler Barnett having a horrible pit stop. Currently 5.5 seconds behind Monteith. Monteith is going for the lead here. He's to the inside of Adam Lang. Oh, jumps the curb. Can he hold on to it? He will, but that's going to give Adam Lang the advantage to the inside through the carousel. They are side by side. Monteith wheeling it up on the high side as they make their way off of the carousel. A lot of runoff room there. Can Monteith try to outbrake Adam Lang here down into turn number 10? No, he's going to have to settle in behind through turns 10 and 11, and we'll see if Monteith takes another go at it here down into turn number 1. Chris McLean now on pit road, leaving the lead to be decided between these two. You can see Monteith really working hard, trying to get back up to the back bumper of Adam Lang. As he loses a little bit to Lang here, he knew he had to make that move to try to get in front of Adam, because if Adam was able to get back around, Adam was pretty much going to be gone. Monteith continues to struggle with the bus stop here, losing a little more time to Adam Lang, and that's allowing Tyler Barnett to come back into the picture as well. So now Adam Lang's lead over Logan Monteith is just over 1.5 seconds. And Tyler Barnett is coming. Another driver we really haven't talked too much about tonight, Eddie Smith. We just saw him take over the lead for a little bit, quietly running in the 4th position. One driver making some big moves through the race is the 73 of Ryan Huff. Currently on the back bumper of Jonah Colbert. Ryan's up 15 positions from where he started. If he can get around Colbert here, that'll move him up into the top 10. And Jonah Colbert chasing down Michael Kosick in the 9th position. So Kosick had some issues where he caught the wall, got stuck in the wall, and had to tow. And he's still currently running up in the top 10. Ryan Derrick just got passed by Brett Bieber, moving Derrick back into the 12th position. This is the closest battle on track between Brandon Wallace and Greg Froelich. This is for the 17th position. Now the field's starting to spread out just a little bit. So we take a look at our track map, and you can see where everybody is on the track. Oh, I take that back. My track map is not working. So we'll scratch that. We have just 17 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Adam Lang dominating this performance so far. Up in the first position, Logan Monteith, though, trying to run that 8 machine back down. Tyler Barnett back in 3rd. Eddie Smith quietly back in 4th, and then Steve Loving up into the top 5. Oh, a little battle back here between Ryan Derrick, Travis Bieber, and that's Todd Schott up in front of these guys as well as they make their way through the S's and up the hill towards the bus stop. Oh, Ryan Huff off track. Not really sure where this is. Oh, that was the middle of the S's. A place you definitely don't want to be looping it around. Let's see if we can see what happened to Ryan Huff here. Again, not a fun place to lose it there at the top of the S's. He's able to get it straight and going again. See Jonah Colbert starting to catch the 3 of Michael Kosick. Kosick's driving hard. You saw the big wiggle on that 3, trying to stay out in front of Jonah as Jonah is making a run at it here. Excuse me, in the late goings of this race. Ooh, Matt Cleven having some issues. Cleven parking it there at the entrance, or exit of pit road. Able to get it back rolling. Mike Bertosa Jr. having issues again in that 43 machine. Much like we saw earlier. A lot of damage to the front end of that truck, though. And Logan Monteith is in some trouble. He's got Tyler Barnett now running him down. They make their way back through the bus stop there, and Monteith using some grass, using some curb, and trying to get that truck to turn. As they make their way through the carousel to the short chute. Oh, another truck off track there. That looks to be Gary right off into the kitty litter between turns 10 and 11. And Adams Lang's lead continues to grow. And last time by, Tyler Barnett was the fastest truck on the track. The only truck that's still down in the 14-second range. So Tyler Barnett trying to run back down Logan Monteith here. And if he keeps up like this, he might be able to do it. Ooh, more issues for Ryan Huff. We see Jonah Cobert and Michael Kosick in this battle here. Let's see if we can see what happened to Ryan Huff here. Just looped it right there. So we'll go back to live pictures now as we see Jonah Colbert still trying to make his way around Michael Kosick. And just in front, or way up in front, Tyler Barnett has caught Logan Monteith, and Monteith all over the curbs trying to get that truck to turn. And Monteith's got some damage to the right side of that truck as he's going to give that position over to Tyler Barnett. And I'm not sure what happened to Monteith to get that damage. Yeah, looking back through my my info here, not really sure what happened to Monteith, but heavy damage to the right side of that 91, as you can see right there. So that is definitely going to slow him down, and we'll see if he's able to hold on for 11 laps to stay on the podium. While this battle continues here as these two approach turn number 10. And Jonah Gobert continues to try to run down the 3 of Michael Kosick. So we see one truck off to the right there. That is the 43 of Bertosa, still struggling here tonight. Here Jonah having to use the throttle there to keep that truck underneath him, up into 4th gear, down the backstretch. Heavy on the brakes, down to second gear. Try to use those curbs to help turn the truck as he comes down into the carousel. Up the fourth gear, hard on the brakes, down to third gear. And as you can see, not every turn has a braking marker for you. I know I personally like to start braking at the light here, right where Jonah hit the brakes. Oh, he's going to make the dive down to the inside. Kosick blew turn number 1, and that's going to allow Cobert to get up into the 9th position. Oh, trouble for Steve McDonald. Let's see what happened to McDonald here. Just way up onto the flat there as he was getting... Oh, made contact with the leader. That was Adam Lang that he made contact with. Although it didn't really slow him down. You see the damage to the left side of that truck. But Adam Lang continues to pull away from the 84 of Tyler Barnett. Does Barnett have some damage? Oh, Barnett's having a connection issue here, but no, his truck is nice and clean. As we are under 10 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Unless something catastrophic happens to Adam Lang as he works around the 19 of Matt Kleeman. Well, now we've seen that being up front is not necessarily the safest place to be. As Adam's running up on the 808 of Brett Bieber, who's running in 11th, trying to put that truck a lap down. So now there are only 10 trucks on the lead lap. With Michael Kosick running in that 10th position. The static views give you such a great view of the elevation changes, especially like here through the carousel. You don't realize how much of an elevation change it is unless you're physically at the track, and it's a unique track to be at for sure. Really not a bad place to watch the race from either. I know for the ARCA race and the truck race, we watched it from turn 11. The grandstand's right there to the right. From the Xfinity race, we sat right here on the front stretch behind the start-finish line in those grandstands you see right there. And for the Cup race, we watched it from the S's. Michael Kosick just hit pit road. So he is now officially a lap down, so there are only 9 trucks on the lead lap. As we've seen Adam Lang's lap times kind of slow down a little bit as he's kind of in cruise control mode right now. Just trying to get to the end of the race clean. Tyler Barnett is starting to close the gap just a little bit. Right now the gap is 3.6 seconds. Last time by, Tyler Barnett was 0.2 faster. Let's see what the interval here is at the line this time. And that time Adam Lang was just a little bit quicker than Barnett. Don't forget to join us after this one as the Original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series will be taking on Watkins Glen as well for 40 laps. So you're not going to want to miss that. And then tomorrow night we've got the Extreme Forces Racing League ARCA Series kicking off at 9 o'clock Eastern. Tuesday we have just the Doghouse Racing League taking off at 8 o'clock this week. No SCSRA Truck Series as we did have our champion Devin Buccino crowned on Tuesday night. But Wednesday night we have the SCSRA All-Star Race. Little different and unique race that night. We're going to have the old retired Riley prototypes at Las Vegas on the Oval, so you're not going to want to miss that. That's the SCSRA All-Star Race kicking off at 9 p.m. Eastern here on Intensity Broadcasting. Thursday we'll have no race going on, and Friday night we do have the Extreme Xfinity Series, Saturday night Sunday Cup Series, and your Sunday night doubleheader every Sunday night. We did see Adam Lang get a little loose there off of turn number 11. Brian Nudie says, hey, road racing, love it. What's up, Josh? Nudie, it's great to see you. We got the a truck doubleheader here at Watkins Glen. Right now, Adam Lang just putting a dominating performance on. The damage that you see to the left side of that truck was when a lap truck made some contact with him, but able to keep that truck going in the right direction. And currently just 4 laps to go. But again, we'll have another one right after this one at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Doubleheader, can I race the second one? Message Kinder. See if Kinder can get you in the league for the next race. I'm sure he's watching here. And Garrett, if you're watching, can Nudie race with you guys tonight? Let us know in the chat. So Mike Pertosa Jr. had some more issues. Looks like he's back around in turn number 11. Battle shaping up here on track. Michael Swink trying to run down Todd Schott. So Michael Swink now falling off. Travis Bieber currently has Michael Kosick all over his back bumper trying to take that position away. This is a battle for the final top 10 spot. They have Eddie Smith right behind them. Eddie running in the 4th position. As these two drivers make their way up towards the bus stop and side by side. Oh, almost some contact. Bieber chopping the nose of Kosick. We have just 2 laps to go. Brett Bieber having some issues here. Let's see what happened to Brett. Brett was turned around off the end of the... Oh, Ryan Huff having some issues here as well. Ryan Huff and Eric Burkhalter side by side. And looks like Burkhalter might have... No, he just overdrove that corner and put it right on his roof. But the white flag is out. Adam Lang, just 1 lap to go. As he makes his way through the bus stop for the final time, down through the carousel. Greg Froelich having some issues as well. Right in front of our 7th place driver, Andy Kurtz. As he makes his way through turns 10 and 11, Adam Lang is going to win here at Watkins Glen as he receives the checkered flag. Tyler Barnett comes home in 2nd, and Logan Monteith off of turn number 11, and he is going to take it here at Watkins Glen. As the victory celebration down in turn number 1. Oh, Eddie Smith going up and over the tire barrier. And see who's still on track left to cross the finish line. Andy Kurtz is going to come across the line in 7th. McLean back in 8th. Jonah Colbert fights his way up back into 9th. As they all continue to pile in here in turn number 1. Brett Bieber still on track, trying to get around in the 13th position. Michael Swink behind. Oh, looks like the... Oh, there we go. Kinder responding to you guys back there. So... see if we can see a results page here. Looks like trucks are still trying to finish here. 1 truck up and over on the front stretch. There we go. Here's your official results. Adam Lang is your winner. Tyler Barnett comes home in 2nd. Logan Monteith home in 3rd. Eddie Smith and Steve Loving round out your top 5. Fry Hubbard comes home 6th. Andy Kurtz in 7th. Chris McLean, Jonah Colbert, and Michael Kosick round out your top 10. Kosick rebounding from an incident early that had caused him to tow. Rebounds with a top 10 finish, so that's going to help his points going into the next race. In 11th, we'll find Todd Schott with Travis Bieber, Brett Bieber, Michael Swink, and Brandon Wallace in 15th. Brandon Pollock in the 16th position, and Daniel Stewart, Ryan Derrick, Eric Burkhalter, and Matt Kleeman round out your top 20. 21st is Steve McDonald. Greg Froelich comes home in 22nd. 23rd will be Gary Wright with 24th. I'm sorry, 23rd is Ryan Huff. 24th, Gary Wright. Mike Pertosa Jr., Tyler DeTalent, and Jonah Cofield round out the rest of the field. Nudie says he's a full few bullets deep. Kinder, I've seen you run road courses a full. I'm not Kinder. I'm sorry, Nudie. I've seen you run a few road courses a few bullets deep, and it's never slowed you down before. But let's talk with our top three here tonight. As we get ready for our Thunderstruck post-race interviews. And in third place is the 91 of Logan Monteith. Logan, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, I got you.
Man, great job coming home in third. I know you were nipping on the heels of Lang for a little bit, tried to get him there right after the pit stops. And you just weren't able to get to him. I know you tried to cross him over and stay up there with him. But a valiant run here tonight. I know you had some damage to the left side of your truck there, or right side of your truck, and we didn't see where that came from. Was there an incident with a lap truck or something that happened there?
Oh, I was just trying to get around a lap car going up the hill and didn't see the grass, clipped it, and ended up getting in the fence. But overall, it was a good, fun race. I had nothing for Adam. I just wanted to make it fun there through the bus stop.
For sure. And I know you're more of a dirt racer than you are a road racer, unless road racing is just another forte that you have in the belt. But you put on quite the show here tonight. What's the secret to trying to get these trucks around here at Watkins Glen?
I'm no road racer, but I just drive it like a dirt car, just up on the wheel, and gotta be easy on the throttle. I mean, I really wasn't much, but it's easy to spin these trucks.
Yeah, we saw that quite a bit here tonight. These trucks spinning around. But again, great job coming home in third place tonight. Anyone you want to thank? Any shots you got to give here tonight before we let you go?
I'd like to thank the series sponsor, Hardline Transport Solutions, Dang Lang Racing Designs. He's the one that made my paint scheme on my truck. Smeal Race Designs, Shibu Inu Crypto, Evil Empire. It's actually no Evil Empire Podium. Adam, Tyler, Amy are all on the team. So
awesome, man. Well, that's a great job for the whole team to come home 1, 2, 3 here at Watkins Glen. So congratulations on that, and I'm sure as the season goes on, as we get to the playoffs, we'll be talking again soon.
Okay, thank you.
So that was your third place finisher, Logan Monteith. Let's talk to your second place finisher, Tyler Barnett. Tyler, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, great job with the second place finish tonight. A lot of excitement out there, especially working around the lap cars. And it seemed like every other lap somebody was spinning out in front of you. How were you able to maintain composure trying to get through those lap trucks while trying to run down Adam at the same time?
I just kind of had fun with it. I definitely had a couple brown moments, but I was talking to Logan, who's a good buddy of mine, so it was pretty fun racing with him. I was talking with him a lot, and he's like, yeah, like, I'm not going to push it behind you right now. Like, I understand, like, cars are wrecking in front of you. I'm not going to try and take that opportunity just yet, just because he didn't want to create more wreckage. But, yeah, it was like every other lap near the late stages of the race, someone was wrecking in front of me, someone was spinning, someone was just hitting each other. It was definitely some chaotic moments.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you know this too, but there was one point in that last run where Adam almost got taken out by a lapped car. So I know you guys are all on the same team, but were you hoping for a little misfortune there and try to get yourself up to the front?
Definitely I was, and he and I were actually talking about that. That's when I kind of started catching him, and I mean, granted, lap cars definitely kind of played a factor into it. I think I could have gotten close. I don't know if I could have gotten past him, but I was definitely hoping for maybe something to happen, even though I'm really happy for Adam.
For sure. Well, a podium, a second place finish here add to the tricky road course is nothing to sneeze at. So congrats on the second place finish. Before I let you go, anyone you want to thank, any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, of course. So I just want to thank the series sponsor Hardline Transport, as well as Dangling Racing Designs, Meal Race Design, Shibu, the cryptocurrency, as well as just the team sponsors of Evil Empire, ABR Setup Shop, MMTV, Mario Perez Photography, and then Raise Energy. I mean, I'm running their scheme, and it's a pretty good scheme. So also thank you to Steve. He made me the scheme, and then Derek Hollins, 60 Feet 6 Foundation.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congrats on the runner-up position, and I'm sure as the season goes on and the playoffs come on, we'll talk to you again soon.
I hope so. I like being here.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
So there's your second place finisher, Tyler Burnett. Let's bring in your winner tonight, Adam Lang. Adam, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Josh.
Man, great job coming home with the win tonight. You showed some speed in practice and qualifying and continued that on throughout the race. Had a couple moments there towards the end. I know you had an incident there with Steve McDonald that almost ended your race. Talk us through the lap traffic. I know it seemed like, as I mentioned to Tyler there, it seemed like every other lap there was a lap car spinning in front of you guys.
Yeah, it was tough. Some of them would let us go. Others, I don't know if they just didn't know the leader, like the lead cars were behind them, and it caused some issues. I talked to Steve after the race. He said he was focused on the car that spun. He didn't realize I was behind that car that spun. But after that point, my truck wouldn't turn into left-handers. So I really thought Tyler was going to end up catching me because I couldn't make a left-hander at race speed after that.
Well, you definitely did a good job getting through the field, getting through the lap traffic to stay up front. And coming off of pit road, you and Logan had quite the battle there for a moment. Did you think he might have been able to get around you? And if he did get around you, do you think he would have stayed out in front of you for a little bit?
At the time, I didn't realize he already pit. I thought he didn't pit yet, and I was just gonna let him go. I figured I would catch him again because once I realized that he did pit and he had a couple lap older tires, tire fall off was so drastic. I would have, even if he got in front of me, I probably would have ran him down. Just had to wait for him to make a mistake.
Well, again, great job tonight, coming home with the win. And before we let you go, Adam, anyone you want to thank, any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my wife and kids for letting me do this, especially my wife. It's been 5 years to the day since her mom died. So it's a very important day. They were very close, and so it's nice to be able to win on this day. I want to thank Intensity Broadcasting, Pegleg Felts, Dangling Racing Designs, Hardline Transport Solutions, PJ Motorsports, Evil Empire, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farmer Ranch, everybody at Pale Horse. It was a great race.
Yeah, it was a great race for sure, and good win to get. And as we get closer to the playoff season, I'm sure we'll be talking again soon.
Thank you.
There you have it, Adam Lang, your winner here tonight at Watkins Glen. Your hard charger tonight is a little bit of a surprise, as we did have some drivers who were making their way through the field pretty good until they got caught up in some issues. But tonight, your Evil Empire SimSport hard charger belongs to Jonah Kober. Jonah made up 9 positions, starting in the 18th position, drove up into 9th. So congratulations, Jonah Colbert, for getting that hard charger award here tonight. We got another one coming up in just about, we'll call it about 25 minutes time, as the Sunday night truck series will be taking on Watkins Glen. So you're not going to want to miss that as well. We'll see if we have any special guests in that race as well. But as always, check out the Original Rebels website at ORRleague.com. Don't forget to check out our web store at IntensityBroadcasting.com. And for everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting, thank you for watching the Original Rebels Racing League Outlaw Series here from from iRacing.com. Again, as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over and out.